series. This feels like it could be closer to that. And that's essentially my most time with Superman was spent watching that animated series. Of course, I watched the Christopher Reeve films, and I loved those as a kid. But I did spend the most time with, animated series, Justice League, Superman. That is my Superman. So that is kind of the Superman I want to see on the big screen. So we're going to get into the reaction. But while I have you here, please subscribe to the channel. Look at that little graphic. Please subscribe. We'll love to have you. We're doing more stuff like this. We're posting all the time now. So join the channel. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Let's get into the reaction. I'm going to hit play. That new DC logo. All right, so this stuff was in the original teaser. All right, so we'll get that again. We're supposed to have more stuff, so let's take a look. The wheezing, we got the wheezing still. Okay. Still love the suit. I don't know what people's problem is with the suit. Calling for Krypto. We don't have that music this time. Oh, it's gonna just be the scene. I wonder if this is like the whole scene or if this is even cut up a little bit more. Look at that. Oof. Yeah. Damn, Krypto. What's the deal? I'm so excited. Oh my god. What the hell?
Krypto.
He was just excited.
Take me home.
I guess.
Home.
Oh. Well, he's really screwed up. He can barely move. Oh my god. Yeah, we didn't get to see like how messed up he was. He's like broken.
Home.
Obviously, he's just spitting out blood. We get a little bit of score here. Nice. All right, Fortress time. Okay. That looks cool. That looks cool. I love the score here. Give me this score. I like the sun coming through the crystals. It's nice. Nice feel. Cool. All right. I like the glowing. A lot of glowing. A lot of sun, orangey, yellow sun. Oh, there's multiple. We only got that image with the one. They call him Superman, they call him Kal-El. Or who's that? What's that voice in the
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
Okay.
Oh, he looked at me.
Okay.
14 fractured bones.
Damage to
Oh,
bladder,
all right.
kidney,
Yeah, he's
large
really roughed
intestine,
up.
lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Oh, look at that. It moves.
Level 4? 292 times Saharan Prime, please, 1.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, that's it. Oh, come on. I heard that like squelching kind of sound.
He's back.
He's back. We didn't get to hear him talk last time. Can we get any more Rachel? Oh, there we go. I mean, we saw this stuff already. This is all in the first teaser. I just love that they're using John Williams motifs for this.
Superman.
Yeah, this stuff we saw. Lots of crying. Nice. Okay. July 11th, IMAX. All right, I'm going to leave that up there while we talk about this a little bit. All right, so we did get, obviously, a little bit more than we got in the teaser. We got Superman can barely move. He's like throwing his arm over and like trying to grab his cape for Krypto. So he's broken. How he got this broken, I really don't know. Maybe fighting that Kaiju thing we saw in the first teaser, but it's concerning. I mean, is it the creature like Kryptonian? Like, can he, or from outer space? Like, what is this creature that beat him up? I'm guessing it's a creature. I don't know. And what point in the movie does this take place? Is this like early? Is this like in the middle of the movie? I don't know. I think the Fortress of Solitude looked awesome. I think it looked awesome. Not overly done, not overly ornate, at least from what we saw. We heard some voices in the back that I didn't exactly recognize when they got into the fortress. So I'm still excited about this. I mean, it is just an extended version of what we had already seen. Corenswet didn't really say much else besides what he already had, home, Krypto home, like the dog pouncing on him. That was a little excessive. I feel like the dog probably should have known that he was not feeling well, but maybe he's just not used to Superman being all bloodied up. So, I don't know. The dog, Krypto's a little frantic, but I like the robots. I am a little concerned about the little one-liners, like, oh, he looked at me. It's cute, but like, I just hope there's not too much of that. It's okay if it's in there, and I don't want Superman to be too like jokey or jokey at all. I think he needs to be like a little bit more stoic, but like kind of smile like an idiot kind of thing, like just like a goofy smile, because that feels like Superman to me. Superman tries to be funny, but he's usually very dad kind of humor. So I don't think if he becomes too quippy in this, then that's concerning. But I like the vibe so far. I love the sun glowing in the ice. Obviously, the effects look good to me. The dog could be a little bit cleaner. It's still, you kind of can still tell it's CGI. I feel like they could definitely get a little bit more detail, or at least smooth out the movements of the dog. That's a very nitpicky thing, so it's not a big deal. Oh, we have some people jumping in. Ray saying, watching people's reactions to this, very mixed opinions so far. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big DC guy. I can't wait for this. I've been looking forward to a Superman that has this kind of vibe for a long time. I mean, I liked Cavill's take, and I still like Cavill as Superman, but I think we need that Boy Scout Superman. I really do. Appreciate the bright colors of the movie. Yeah, we need colors in movies again. This like grayscale everything that also Snyder kind of like definitely took on. It's like kind of the Leica film look, like that really crunchy, contrasty grayscale level thing. I'm kind of over it. That was a very like early 2000s, early 2010s thing. We're in 2025, so time to bring back some color, especially in this day and age. Superman and Clark seem good. Yes, Corenswet has the look. I think he's going to bring it. Love the look of the fortress. I agree. I thought the fortress looked great. It doesn't look like overbearing. It's not like this. I mean, it's not outwardly like this huge, massive piece of land. That's just the fortress. Kind of comes up and, he does what he has to do. Apparently, this is pretty accurate to Krypto. From what I hear, he's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, he's definitely a pain in the ass kind of dog. He kind of doesn't read the room super well. He wants to do whatever he wants to do. Don't know much about the dog. Yeah, no, I would say it's pretty accurate. There's other versions of Krypto. I mean, there was that Super Pets movie that came out a couple years ago, and Krypto was a little bit more serious. He was like more just like the Superman, like stoic personality, but OG kind of Krypto is like he's like ridiculous little dog, and he likes to get into hijinks and follow Superman around, obviously. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This is I obviously we're not seeing anything super new, but we're getting close. We're getting close. We're about what, 4 months away? 3 months? 3 months away. We're 3 months away. April, June, April. Well, I skipping months. April, May, June, July. We're in April. Yeah, we're 3 months away. This is crazy. This is crazy. I feel like we were never going to get here. 3 months away. Wow. Eric says, I agree with the one-liner was kind of corny by Alan Tudyk. Other robots seem fine. Yeah. I mean, I knew there was going to be some of this, so it's not surprising. It doesn't pull me out of it. I just hope there's not too much of it. Ray says, I'm very optimistic about this. Feels very comic book. Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. We lean too much into the grounded realism in so much of our superhero movies in the last like 20 years, basically, starting with, Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. Those are very grounded and realistic. I think we need a lot more fantastical these days. Like the realism worked, it was very of an era. But I think the movies have to fulfill a need rather than, just keep perpetuating the same kind of style and feel. Very Flesher and All-Star Superman. Yeah, I'm actually rereading All-Star, and I bought Superman for All Seasons, which apparently is another series that impacted the writing of this film and the story. So I have a bunch of Superman stuff that I picked up that I'm tearing into. Yeah, I could see All-Star Superman for All Seasons. Those are the two I'm kind of I've read All-Star a long time ago, it feels like, but yeah, Superman for All Seasons is very much like old school, like definitely Boy Scout Superman. Yeah, you nailed it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Fleischer, yeah. Just don't give man an hour of journalism and media against Superman like Batman versus Superman. I think we'll have some of that. I don't know if it'll be Superman in particular. From what I understand, the story is going to be kind of like we're already living in a world where like the metas and the supers exist, and something happens and people start to kind of distrust them until basically they need the heroes back. And that's why, we see people chanting Superman, and you see the little boy Superman, like they get that belief in them and that hope and that trust. So I think it's going to be a lot of having to do with journalism, especially what Rachel Brosnahan has been talking about, her research into Lois. She just studied actual journalists. She's like, I read the comic books and I followed Lois, but I need to be Lois, like actual journalist Lois. So I think we are definitely going to get into some of that journalism stuff, but the way they frame it, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Lex and Lois casting their home runs. Nicholas Hoult originally auditioned for Superman, didn't get it. James Gunn was like, "When you want to be Lex," and he is the one with the most experience. I mean, the dude's been acting since he was a teenager. I used to watch him in Skins when he was like 16 or something. So he's definitely the vet of the three. Obviously, Rachel Brosnahan has been around a little bit. She won awards for Marvelous as Mrs. Maisel. David Corenswet has also been around a little bit, but he hasn't been like really the big lead in anything. So he's the one that, you know, we have to, say it right here. And I think Corenswet would be good. He's the one that really has to like, I mean, he is Superman, so he has to sell it, and he's going to be playing off Nicholas Hoult, who's basically a vet at this point, and he's going to be great in this. We're definitely going to see more of Clark Kent and Superman, separate personas. Absolutely. I don't even know what obviously we see that Rachel or Lois, I want to call her Rachel, but I'm a fan. And already knows that Clark is Superman, or at least maybe she finds out in the movie. But we'll see. Rachel Brosnahan might be the best Lois Lane since Durant's. I was hoping, I'm praying that she was going to get this. I mean, I was a huge Marvelous Mrs. Maisel fan, and Lois has that spunk, at least a Lois, again, from the animated series and stuff like that, has that spunk and that tenacity and that like strong-headedness, even stubbornness. I think Rachel has that. Obviously, she showed it off in Miss Maisel, but she's going to bring some of that mixed with all the reporting knowledge she gained, and I think she's going to nail it. I'm probably most excited for her performance, so I hope she has plenty to do. Hoult auditioned for Batman as well and got rejected. Is going to put that anger in Lex Luthor. Hoult could have played. I think he could have played all three of those effectively. That's right. He auditioned against Pattinson for Batman, but I mean, I know James Gunn. There's like all the rumors James Gunn wants Pattinson to be the DC Batman, which I'm curious in a world where he is, but I also want him just to stick to Reeves' Batman more than anything. If I had to choose, I'd want him to stay with Reeves, but obviously I'm curious about if he joins the DCU, which might happen. Enjoyed Adams and Tulik. Yeah, I enjoyed Adams too, but I just don't think she had too much to. She didn't have enough to do. I didn't get that. She was very damsel in distress kind of vibe, and I didn't feel that like Lois spunk to her. Which it's not Amy Adams' fault. She just wasn't given that much to do. I would have liked to see more of that tenacity, but I think we'll get that with Rachel's. I hope Fillion plays it. Plays a douchebag for Guy Gardner. I think he is. I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting that vibe with the bowl cut. I think he's going. I think he's going douchey. And then we have the other Lanterns in the Max series coming out next year, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see the separation between him, Hal Jordan, and Jon Stewart. Hal and Jon Stewart are definitely a little bit more serious. Feels like they're going to be in a completely different universe, but I'm curious to see if they interact or when they interact. The realistic Pattinson Batman wouldn't fit in Gunn universe. Give him street level heroes. Yeah, I agree. Let Matt Reeves finish his crime trilogy. Like that's hopefully he gets to finish it, because the way it seems, I don't know. We're all going to be old and Pattinson's going to be old by the time Batman 2 comes out. I wonder if Matt Reeves actually submitted a script. I haven't heard anything. I usually watch kind of the scoop reporting and I don't know if you guys know Jeff Snyder. I usually pay attention to his stuff because he's, I feel like, right more times than not, especially with this stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. If I had to rank Lois Lane's, 1 Kidder, 2 Durant's, 3 Tulik. Terry Hatcher, yeah. I grew up watching Terry Hatcher, yeah. I almost forgot about Terry Hatcher. And Amy Adams, and I didn't hate her. Yeah, I didn't hate her. She wasn't Lois-y enough for me, if that makes sense. Snyder's okay, but he comes off as a dick sometimes. I mean, I think he means well. He definitely comes off pretty hot-headed. But, it's a hard job. It's not an easy job. You have people coming after you. So I'm sure he's not, he's not sitting and relaxed somewhere. He's always kind of wheeling and dealing and trying to find stuff out, and people accusing him of this and that. I know him and James Gunn have kind of a tumultuous energy between them. So I don't know. The DC stuff, I also know he's not a huge superhero guy, so you have to take what he says about this stuff with a grain of salt, and you never know who his sources are. So everything you have to, use your own discretion. Scooping is a weird business. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't know if I'd want to do it. It's very much like a Hollywood thing. I mean, it happens in a lot of big industries, but it seems it still seems like a part of Hollywood that's a very classic wheeling and dealing type. Do you expect a Justice League cameo in the Superman movie? I don't think so. I mean, we might get hints of it. I don't think we're going to see. I have a lot of thoughts. We're still unclear who the Batman for this universe is going to be. We still don't know who Wonder Woman is going to be. Obviously, we have our Superman. I just really hope they don't wait too long to get a new Wonder Woman or a new Batman. I know studios are like, we don't want two Batman at the same time. I think people get it. I think we're in a day and age where people will understand that this Batman is not the same as the Batman here. I think we have enough literacy and enough time with superhero movies to get that. But we're going to have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, Hawkgirl. We're going to have Supergirl too. We're going to have most of the headliners for the Justice League out. We're just going to be missing Wonder Woman, Flash, and Batman, which are obviously they're all huge. So Green Arrow. I mean, I know he's not like a headliner Justice League character, but Aquaman. I mean, we're getting Jason Momoa back in the DCU. He's going to be Lobo in the Supergirl movie, which comes out next year. But who's going to be Aquaman? That's going to be interesting to see those two play off each other. They're going to make a joke about whoever plays Aquaman. And Aquaman's probably going to be more comic accurate, I guess, or closer to comic accurate than he has been, at least with Momoa's portrayal. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave it there. A lot of good discussion. We'll do more discussions the closer we get to this movie coming out. So hang in there. I'll do a stream sometime soon. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. See you later.